Well, I hope it didn't send a notification out as melon. That would suck. I don't like that it has like rain in the background of it. I'm fine with this. I like this. Dude, I remember when I was streaming at this time, like almost all the time. Actually, I think it was like 10:30. I was like streaming at like 10:30 in the morning. Hey, Angel. It's gonna be nice for you to be in stream for 15 minutes, say that you're bored, and leave. It's gonna be awesome. We might get a couple more like foreign viewers this stream, since I won't be as late. Angel, it's not funny. I'm making fun of you. I'm poking fun at you for leaving. This isn't a lol moment. This is something I dislike. Makes me feel bad at entertaining. Dead Zone Revive. Game looks like it could be good. Ugh, it's got the Project Zomboid cam. I hate the Project Zomboid cam. It's not my fault, Angel. This is AI. This is AI generated music. That instrument right there, that's AI. I know that's AI. I know for a fact that is AI. I can spot it, brother. I can spot it. Yeah, it's AI too. Dude, I know AI music so well now, brother. Like I know it so. It uses a very specific sounding instrument in almost every single AI song. And it's so distinct when you hear it. Now I'm just gonna play my own playlist and hope that Little Dark Age isn't in here. Dude, I was playing Siege with the group yesterday, right? I was playing Siege with the group, and I think it was just me, Raiden, and Lexi, and we came across this Twitch streamer 17 years old, acted like a kid my age, brother. Oh my god, he was so annoying. So annoying. And I understand humor is subjective, but this guy was a different type. Like, it feels like he hasn't matured since he was 13. Genuinely. Hi, Musty. Like, genuinely insane how you get that annoying. I gotta figure out what clip I want to post today. Because my parents were suggesting that I should start uploading clips to my YouTube channel every day. But I don't have a lot of clips on Twitch. Those are the easiest for me. Because I don't have to download anything. I just click upload to YouTube. No, I'm here waiting for you. I'm just a crosshair. All right, let's just go in order. So we have I win, I win, I win. This is the one from yesterday. We'll screen you. Can I show this? I think it's fine. Wait, let me just... Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. So we have this one, which I posted yesterday. I win, I win, I win, I win. That's the one I posted yesterday. Maybe this one, foreshadowing, is literally Devi. People are a little...
Rush beef, faggot.
Yeah, I really like the smoke bombs. The people are a little...
Rush beef, faggot.
Okay, that's kind of funny. Based PNG tuber, you think? I don't know. I might not be that based. Might just be a chud deep down. Context not required. I'm pretty close. I would say I'm pretty close, actually. I guess I was close. Sure. A minute of Zayden crashing out about CS2. I love how so many of these are are CS, bro. How many of these are CS? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we actually have... I think CS... Yeah, CS is the most I have. Hell yeah. I do like me some CSGO. CS2, sorry. Let's clip farm them. The thing is I think I've had a lot of really good clips. It's just nobody's clipped them. And I am way too lazy to go around and clip them myself. I mean, why would I do that? I just like looking at the clips people make. This one was funny. I really liked this one.
My You're still whistling. It's so high pitched. Why are you sending high
So?
pitched sounds over the thing?
I am not
So?
listening.
It's phone phase. It doesn't matter. Spencer, your boyfriend's being mean.
Oh my god!
That was funny at the moment. I liked that. Hmm. Have you eaten yet? I actually have not. I had a cookie. That doesn't count though. Yeah, I feel like a lot of my recent, like, I feel like my Twitch clips just aren't that great. I don't know.
Whoa!
No! Well, at least it's something. Sure. Dude, I remember when Peasant was in the streams. Peasant was cool. Now Peasant doesn't join anymore. Very sad. What is this? Is that right? Is that right? Here. Say it again. Say something mean to it. I don't really care. It's just so boring. I really liked this clip, bro. This clip was so funny to me. I win. Dude, my face, my actual face during this, full shock, brother. Full shock. Like, I would just be such a good face cam tuber. I would love to be a face cam tuber. Just too young. Just too young. Dude, I have the worst canker sore right now. I hate canker sores. I hate canker sores with all my passion. And the fact that it's on my lip instead of anywhere else in my mouth, I would be fine. I had one. I got two canker sores at the exact same time. One was on the left side, inner side of my cheek, almost directly in the middle of my left cheek. But this one is basically on the outside of my lip. And every time I talk, it like scrapes against my teeth. Ugh. Why too young? Musty, you're an idiot, man. Genuinely. Does this guy even do anything? Like, genuinely. What do you do? What is this one? I can't do anything when I'm lagging! Guys, can we clip that? I can't do anything. W clip farm? I can't do anything when I'm lagging! W clip farm? Guys, can we clip that? I can't do anything when I'm lagging! I don't think I was actually mad. I don't think. Not nice. I think that's pretty nice. I'm lagging! Guys, can we clip that? I can't do anything when I'm lagging! How do I... Guys, can we clip that? Can I not choose... Can I not choose how long it is anymore? Has it been too long? I think it's been too long. Oh, there we go. Oh, what? Yeah, I can't choose how long, like when it starts. That sucks. Because Zayden's only 15, he's just a little baby. Angel, aren't you like 13? Aren't you like hella young? Save clip. Hmm. You don't know how old I am, brother? I can make an estimated guess. You act like you're 13. So if you're any older than that, I'm sad. Honestly. You act no older than 13, maybe 14. Musty thought I was 16. Musty's dumb. Musty's that one image of the cat drooling. You know what I'm talking about? The idiot cat who's drooling. That's Musty. Streamer hashtag stream hashtag clip farm hashtag clip. That cat? Yeah, the stupid drooling cat. That's Musty. 1000% that's Musty. Musty's such an idiot. He's just like a little goofball. Honestly. Man. Alright, the video's getting posted to YouTube right now. Right now. I wish they had easy reposting of clips for YouTube as well. Like, I wish they would have actually... Larpiplier, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody. My name was Lavaplier, and yes, I'll now be going forever. Just kidding. Sorry for the clickbait, but I'll be gone for a bit. Sorry, I did not quit YouTube. I'm not quitting YouTube. It's just like I'm busy with a lot of school stuff. Of course, finals are next week, so this is an update video. I'm not going nowhere, so don't think I quit. I'll be here forever. Forever and ever, more Larpiplier. And if you want, you can go check out larpiplier.com. I have merch, so just a quick announcement.
Larpiplier has merch. I like how the top 2 comments are people with clippy profiles. That really shows the kind of audience that LARP tubers have, dude. Like, it's... I don't know. It's such a like... obvious thing that I don't know, like clippy people who have clippy profiles till this day are just a certain type of person, and they're very easy to understand. All right, we're playing copyright free music. The LARPing Tombstone Thick of Hit remix. All right, well, that's going to be playing in the Spotify soon. Cool. I think I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm gonna be right back. I'll see you. Hold on. I'll see you in a little bit. Hi, Doge. I'm gonna be right back. You better be here when I come back. You understand me? You understand me? I'm gonna come back soon, and when I come back, you better be here. If you're not, something bad's gonna happen. I'm back. Doge, are you still here? Doge, you better respond in the next 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 3/4. Man, Musty, I don't care if you're back. Why the hell did it take you that long to get a drink? Well, one, I had to go all the way downstairs, then to the other side of the house, then grab a cup, fill it up with water from the fridge, and then I also had to take some garbage outside. And then I was talking to my grandpa. He's making fajita. I bet your parents aren't making fajita tonight. Mine is. Fuck you. Sorry.
This is freaking me out because this actually happened to me. I was at a convention, I'm pretty sure it's Insomnia, and if this is you, if you're the guy who did this to me, hey. Anyway, I was at a gaming convention called Insomnia, and someone legit got a tiny padlock, walked up to me, I had no idea what they were doing, and then just slammed it into my ear. Not like with force, but they put it in my ear, and we just stared at each other for a second, like, you're him, I'm me, and I was just like...
Sorry, I wanted to watch
they weren't
this.
too much of a troll, and they had the keys and took it out right away. But in that moment, I was like, I've just been trolled IRL. What? But yeah, that's weird that you commented that. It's oddly...
It's fucking fajitas. Didn't calm down. You don't seem to understand. Fajita is amazing. And yes, that was Dan CDM. You got a problem with Dan CDM or something? Why are you using bad words, huh? Bitch. My parents are making steak tonight. You know what fajita is? Steak. We're having burritos. We're having... Oh my god, that Trathus guy that joined earlier, his account was made in 2012. Holy shite. Hell yeah, dude. I don't think he's here anymore, but that's hella cool. I used to watch him all the time. Oh my god. Then why don't you watch him anymore? Bear. Watch him now. Oh, guess what, guys? I got my first partnership request. Actually, no, it's my third. I got my first, like, actual sponsor. Well, no. My third actual sponsor, sorry. But I'm not going to say their name just in case, but they said that I would get 20 commission for every sale, along with my audience saves 5% with my exclusive referral code. Huh. Pretty cool. But I don't think I'm gonna get it. I don't think like I'm gonna take this. It said that their company is a creative platform featuring poems, music, and art. Yeah, I'm good. I'm not really a big fan of poems, music, or art. Now you get me a sponsor for Raid Shadow Legends, and I'll put my penis on screen. I mean, that is a sponsor I would take. Hello, Zayden. This is Raid Shadow Legends. Would you like a sponsor? Yes! 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 That's what I want. I want a sponsor from a big company. Imagine though, yeah, the next day I go in my email and there's a sponsor from the Raid Shadow Legends. I'm not gay, by the way. I don't care. Zayden could be. Raiden, what do you mean could be? I'm bi. Sexual. Overly sexual, even. Raiden, I'm not by myself. I literally have a group of friends, you included. This is the same guy who said he would put me in a cage in a dog kennel and that he makes me drink Monster from a dog bowl. Let's just keep that in mind. He's an interesting man, guys. He's a very interesting man. Hardly a man, honestly, a boy failure at most. Would do that too. You said you wanted it. Don't put a squiggly. Don't put a squiggly. Yo, Musty, get out of here, bro. Please. Hey, joining in on literally nothing right now. Please. Bro. Dang, y'all are so new. Y'all don't even know about VO. Y'all have nothing on VEO, bro. Y'all weren't here for that. Y'all some new gens. VEO and Gimme Google, bro. Musty could never. He would never know that. That's when I had viewers and personalized jokes for the channel. Now I just make fun of my viewers. You are 15 yourself, bro? What? Yeah, I know I'm 15. Thanks for telling me obvious information, dumbass. Like, what? Literally making no sense right now, Musty. Welcome back, Angel. Dang, bro. 18 more subscribers. And then I hit 2.5K. And we have Roblox content. Please not Roblox. I already promised a lot of people. This dummy already know where I live type statement. Yeah. Okay, make the Eternus server. Why do I make it now? We're not doing the video for another like 4 or 5 hours. Eternus. Create. Should we do Raiden? Should we do another? Just because everybody already has the mod pack for it, should we do another voice chat thingy? Yes. All right. There's only so many people online thought I was 16. So you're saying people thought you were 16, so you're not 16. You don't act 15. Somebody who's 14 would probably say they're 15 or 16. So you're not 14, you're likely 13 or under. In that case, I would have to ban you if you're under 13. Hence probably why you haven't said your age. That would make sense. Well, yes, you are correct. I am under 16. Yeah. I'm 14. I wouldn't say that, though. Dude, when I was 13, I was telling people I was 15. When you're under 15, just don't say your age, your real age to people, honestly. Like, say you're either a year or 2 years older. I think that's fine. But as soon as you hit 15, then you stop. You're catfishing. I mean, yeah, if you're planning on using that for dating or for friends, then that's catfishing. But like, if it's like anything else, then just say you're a couple years older. Joke, by the way. I didn't say it wasn't a joke. I was just responding to it. This fucking guy. Genuinely just saying shit at this point. How do I make a new world for Eternus? I really don't want to have to reinstall a bunch of shite. What time is it for you guys right now? 11:37 a.m. Go touch yourself then. I already did that. I'm gonna probably do it again later. Actually, maybe not. I have to finish watching Jacksepticeye's South Park game series. How do I make a new fucking world, man? I already touched myself. Is there a problem with that? With a straight face too, bro? Yeah. I don't care, brother. People make gooning seem like insane. Almost every person in the world goons. Every person in the world either goons, has sex, or thinks about one or the other. if not, it's usually for religious purposes. Like, it's such a weird thing to like shun. I don't anymore. So you still did it. Like, oh wait, yeah, I do that sometimes, never mind. Top tier normal thing, gooning the hot anime mommies with humongous mommy milkers. Yeah, I'm not an anime guy. I like animated stuff, but I don't like anime, like hentai. Not my thing. I'm planning on watching JJK soon. Cool. Enjoy top tier mid. Peak rage bait, bro. Peak rage bait. Saying that like JJK or an anime that a lot of people like is mid, that gets people furious. People will kill over animes they like. It is so funny. Like, I'll say how much I love, like, what's something I like a lot? An anime I do like is a French anime. It's called Wakfu. Super good. Love it. If somebody told me they didn't like it, that's fine. It's not super popular. It's not popular like JJK, Gojo, or not Gojo, JoJo. Like, it's not as popular as those two. But, like, I would say a lot of people, like, relatively people know it. I've had people who are also fans of it join my streams before. But it's very good. But if somebody said they didn't like it, that's fine. I'm not gonna dox where they live because they don't like a small anime that I like. You know what I mean? Also, I gotta say, Wakfu is the only anime I've ever watched fully through, like, ever. Outside of, like, Pokemon. But that doesn't count, bro. That's Pokemon. Let's lock in. Why do we have such intense music? The fucking fight about to go on. Oh, this is actually not that bad of a spawn. Oh, this is a really good spawn. Oh my god. An anime fight even? Real. All right, yeah, the server's good. We're gonna record that later. If you don't know what we're doing, the reason I'm streaming so early is because in a few hours, my group of friends, what we're gonna do, we're gonna record a video of us beating Minecraft all together, speedrunning it kind of. And we're going to, after that, we're going to send the videos we recorded to each other. We're going to edit the videos, then we're going to give it back to the person who made the video. We're going to upload it and we're going to do a giant collaboration video. I do it all the time, Musty. Yeah, Angel, I'm 100% banning you next time you do it. I'm just going to time you out for 24 hours. If you're going to leave, don't come back. If I wasn't entertaining then, I won't be entertaining next time. Like, there's one streamer that I've been in love with recently. He makes great. He actually keeps me in a stream. A lot of streamers can't do that. Like small streamers specifically. Joe Barlozzi keeps me. His name's Bon Rider. Great streamer, man. Great streamer. I hope he streams soon. Doesn't stream in 3 days, bro. I hope he doesn't stream while we're recording a video. But yeah, he's a fire streamer. I really like him. It's not a playlist, it's a YouTube mix, and it's full of electronic music. This is the next song on the list, by the way. Yeah, that's the next song. So I love the LARPing Tombstone. That's made by the LARPing Tombstone. They make some pretty good music. It's actually insane how good it is. Including the music videos too. The music videos are even better. Hey, Musty. We're gaming, brother. We're gaming right now. Dying Light. I fucking love this game. We're gonna be doing the prison again. Yesterday, I beat the prison in like 10 minutes, I'm pretty sure. Today we're gonna try to speed run it and do a little bit better. I think it was like 10:31. I'm gonna try to go for like 8 minutes. First, I want to get a better weapon. So this is the loadout we're running. We're doing Sandstorm, Police Rifle, Hatchet, Skull Mace. These are the weapons I'm running. What GPU do you have? I don't know. We're going Exploding Throwing Stars, Zaid's Flares, Night Hunter Booster, and Grappling Hook. I might actually switch out Exploding Throwing Stars or Firecrackers. How do you not know? Because it's not my PC technically. Like, I didn't build this. I wonder if I can just run past these guys.
You see that?
Yep. Yep, it appears I can kind of just run past them. This part, I might have to lock in on shooting. Let's... Can you look real quick, please? No. I think it's like a 2090. Something like that. Oh, I actually have to shoot them. Okay. What? I thought I killed that guy. Yo, there was this, like, show I was watching at one point. I think it was like 30 days in or something. 60 days in. And it was like these guys who've never been to prison go to prison for the first time. And it was so entertaining, bro. I actually really liked it. Dang, I couldn't just run through that? Oh. I don't know where we need to go. What? Confused? What? What? Oh. That sucks. That was a big time loss. Boom. All right, tribal mace. Oh God. Yeah, tribal mace is not the way to go. Axe, axe. Welcome back, Angel. How you doing? That sucks. Oh. Hey, let's go, man. Go, 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 go. I'm good. What are you playing? I'm playing Dying Light. Oh God. Ow! Go away, man. I hate these things. Dude, I hate that section right there is so annoying. Such a peaceful game. Shut the fuck up. I know it's too much for you. Hence why I play it. I'm actually good at games, so I'm able to play it because I'm smart and intelligent. Go. God, I hate spitters so much. Dude, spitters and virals are the two most annoying zombies in this game. The first time I did this, I didn't die. I didn't die on this section. They respawn? Gimme. Go, 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 go! Oh, snap! I don't have any health on this. I got an achievement. I was trying to get that achievement for so long. Ah! Get off of me! Die! Die! Where do I need to go? Oh, I don't think I need to go that way. Oh, wrong way! Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to go that way. Whoopsie doodle. Skip that. Thanks. Boom. And we're here again. Ah! Unfair. That's so unfair. Oh, okay. God, I hate the tribal mace so much. Well, I didn't get that sub 8 that I wanted. But I do think I get a sub... Oh, I might not get a sub 10, actually. Die! Oh my god, dude! Yo, that is so stupid. That's the thing I hate about hard mode. I might switch to normal mode just because of the healing. The healing is so stupid. Die. Die, die, die. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I'm never using the tribal mace again, brother. Wow, I don't even get a sub 10? Am I gonna get the same time because I died so much? Dude, I get the same fucking time. Where? Where is he? Yo, that's not even my fault. He was just being a pussy. Guru reward unlocked. All right. Plus 8 seconds. Come on, man. How did I do worse? All right. Now I know where to go for this. Now I know what to actually do. Right here. I think I could open maybe 4. Tribal knife. Come on. Something good. Rune hammer. Sure, man. Nice. Smack hammer. Interesting. I'm not a big fan of hammers in this game, but I'll try it out. Oh, that was beautiful. That was a good pick. Katana. Okay, I'll take a katana. That was almost an insta pick. That was almost an insta pick. We got 5 crates. Drop. I can get another. I can get another. It's fine. Pistol ammo full. Pistol ammo full. Pistol ammo. Shotgun ammo. Shotgun ammo full. Okay, we're good. Holy crap, brother. We got a ton of weapons from that. Yeah, I'm gonna go home. We got a ton of weapons from that. That's so good. All right, let's... Dude, there used to be a safe zone right there. Now it's not there anymore. That makes me upset. All right, we're gonna check out these weapons. Let's see how well this goes. I think we got a pretty decent haul, honestly. I don't know if they'll be the best, but we did get them. That's what matters. Thank you. Okay. So... Dude, I should have dropped some of this other stuff that I don't use. The military throwing knives. I missed out on some weapons because of these. I don't use the UV flashlight, bro. I wish I could get rid of that. Okay. So, the weapons that we got... on. I want to get my weapons like up. All right. So what do we have? We have boomerang blade. Wait, tribal knife isn't a part of this. Hammer's not a part of this. So we got tribal knife again. We got boomerang blade. That might be pretty good. Smack hammer, Ganu Unba, and a rune hammer. So our best weapon was rune hammer. So if I think we're sorting this by most damage, I think it's this. Yeah. So boomerang blade's our best. Our best sharp weapon. So, wait. Yeah, let me upgrade. Now we just do some kings. Confirm. I don't want to look at the damage. Craft. And then equip the Empress and unleash chains of furious attacks. Nah. I'd rather just get... Well... I like Angel Sword. Angel Sword sounds nice. Oh my god, 5,322 damage. That is so good. All right, and then Rune Hammer. Rune Hammer will do F6. We'll do King, King, King. Confirm, and then craft. Not looking at the damage. Craft, and then let's see. What's the difference? Both adds a strong toxic effect to my weapons. I guess probably just the crafting recipe. This one seems a little bit cheaper. So I guess we'll do bolter poison. I really don't like doing the 6,341. That is almost as much as my shotgun. That is insane, dude. Yeah, so we'll do... These are my two weapons. Boomerang Blade modified and Rune Hammer modified. Let's take a look-see doodle at these, huh? I thought I was about to get stuck right there. That's insane. All right, let's take a meammer at these. Move, zombie. Oh. That is beautiful, brother. Gold with a rune in it. Gold handle. Smack. Oh. Oh, baby. And we got a nice little machete. Nothing too crazy for the machete, it seems. Doesn't one-shot the armored zombie. That kind of sucks. Well, that was pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I think the weapons are definitely good. I wonder if the chests are only going to give me melee weapons, or if they'll give me ranged weapons as well. I'm not too sure. All right, let's run this again. I'm going to put all of my weapons that I'm not using in the player stash. This, that, and this. What do you mean don't do that again? I'm not even in your way. You're humping me. Freezing grenades were kind of useless. All right. So I have all of these slots available. Hey, Shallow. To think I was going to compliment you. First thing you do is be mean. 99 cigarettes. Why do I have so many goddamn cigarettes? I don't want that many cigarettes. No. All valuables. Oh, what's up? How are you? I'm okay. I'm not doing great because I have a really bad canker sore. But I'm having fun playing Dying Light. I'm really excited for the video. The most difficult part about the video is just going to be making sure we have everyone who's going to do it is 100% doing it. Because there's two parts of it, you know? Yeah, kicker sores do suck. But there's two parts of the video, you know what I mean? Like, there's actually filming, and then there's editing. And then I would like for everybody to post at the same time. Dude, what is this playlist I have on, dog? Or this mix? Okay. Here's what we're running. Firecrackers, Zaid flares, Night Hunter boosters, grappling hook, Rune Hammer modified, Sandstorm police rifle. I actually probably don't need the police rifle. Actually, I do. No, I do. So if I'm on my knife, down takes me to my hammer. Up takes me to my rifle. I'm gonna go down for that. There we go. That's perfect. 2016 unboxing video playlist, genuinely. I went on a hike yesterday and got burnt to shit, lol. Dude, like sunburn? I've never had sunburn. And it's not because like I don't go outside. Like even when I was going outside, I just never got sunburnt. Maybe it's because I always wore a hoodie, but I think it's just because of my skin. I think I have good skin. All right, I just gotta lock it in, man. All right. Was that a zombie? Oh, a zombie got in. How is there a zombie in here, brother? Jesus Christ. Ouch. Heal. Reload. Scan. Shoot. Ow, where? What is that guy doing? I hate this gun. I really want a new gun. Like a new rifle would be amazing. Okay. I would like to go up, please. Thank you. What time? 21 seconds. Beautiful. Let me go this way. Through here. That sucks. Beautiful. All right. I can't with this playlist. I'm sorry. Dude, Angel Sword was the best investment I've ever made. What? I had 180 health. I had 180 health. How did I just die right there? What? Dude, I need a... Why am I at the beginning? It never puts me at the beginning. Why was I at the beginning? All right, no. I hate to do this, but I'm putting it on easy mode because of the healing. The healing sucks. No, stop putting my gamma low. All right, we're gonna quit. Bro, that's so stupid. Play campaign. Advanced. I beat the game on hard mode, and that's what I wanted to do. Can I change the difficulty? I want the same save. I just don't want to be on super hard mode, man. Return to main campaign. Does that reset the save? I'm confused. Hold on. Bro, what is this song? Difficulty. Playing light. Quit to main menu, exit your current game session, back to the main title screen. Select play. Choose campaign. Choose play campaign or the following. Open advanced options. Highlight your save file. Switch and play. Pick your new difficulty level from the list. Oh, I have to... It said if I'm in a DLC area or tracking a DLC quest, I can't do it. So I have to... I have to leave the prison real quick. Hold on. That's kind of weird. You specifically can't do it if you're tracking a DLC quest? All right, we'll do stuffed turtle. Okay. Just run around real quick. Cool. All right, and then we'll quit. I really hope this works and the AI is not lying to me. AI never lies, right? All right, play and switch to normal. Yeah. Dude, I hate the healing. The healing in hard mode is so annoying. Like instead of instantly healing you, it like it just Also, I think my scanning is bugged. Cause usually oh my god. I was gonna say, usually when you scan something, yeah, it shows that. On hard mode, it doesn't. I didn't realize that. That is beautiful, man. Yeah, it was fun to beat the game on hard mode, but dude, after dealing with the healing, it is very annoying. All right, Huron prison. Wait, you know what? You want to use a big hammer? My turn. Yo, get back, dog. Oh, I actually killed him. All right, quit. All right, continue. Dude, this music, I swear to God. Okay, so I'm gonna start grappling hook top, night hunter, Zaid's flares, firecrackers. Just so that... There. Alright, now let's go. Let's fucking do this, man. $18 seconds.
Hey, look over there.
Whoops. Where is he? Go, go, go! Go, come on, come on. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Why didn't I heal? There we go. That freaked me out, bro. All right, that's my fault. There we go. Oh, dude, I shaved so much time. Go, 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 go! Crane, go, man! Come on, dude. Yo. Oh, snap! All right, brother, you don't even have an arm. Get away from me! Camo, camo, camo. Holy crap, that was insane. That was an insane lockpick. I can't see anything. I'm still going the right way. Hold up. This is insane timing. This is insane time. This is insane time. Insane time. World record. World record. Stop moving. God, I hate the stragglers so much. Oh my God, give me my shotgun. Two more. Hold on. Hold on. Six minutes? Sub 8? Sub 8! Oh my god, sub 7, dude! Sub 7! Shaved off 3 minutes and 43 seconds. Holy crap! That is actual insanity. And I get 1 minute to unlock? What? What? Oh my god. That is insane, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back. Like, I have to do this on hard mode. Dang, bro, I only get 2 weapons. Shotgun ammo. Dang, bro, that's so stupid. I have like 0 time to do stuff. All right, skull machete compared to boomerang blade. Yeah, bro, not even comparable. Never mind. Dang, bro, that sucks. I didn't think the amount of time you have correlates with your difficulty. Hold on, I'm gonna research that, man. I gotta see how much time you get per difficulty. Okay, we're gonna, what? Yeah, I gotta figure out what changes depending on difficulty and stuff. Difficulty and rewards mean for the Iran prison thing or dying light. Let's find out. So I get 3 minutes to picklock the chests in nightmare mode. Wow. So nightmare mode, you get 3 minutes. Hard mode, you get 2 minutes. So under 15 minutes, you get okay. Under 15 minutes, you get the guru stuff, and you get 2 minutes. Under 15 or under 25 for nightmare. Dude, honestly, the only hard part is that area with the volatiles. Honestly, it's fully possible. I speedrun everything else. Like, the only problem I had was the healing. Okay. Huh. I'm gonna be right back. Hold on. Alrighty, I'm back. I got my fajita. I'm so happy. I could have probably added a little bit more cheese, but it's okay. Man, I love fajita. I appreciate it every time my grandpa makes it. I should have gotten a little bit more water. I want a video to react to. I have food and reacting something while eating food is a good idea. Maybe one of those like small those stickman figure videos. Joe Bart usually watches them, but he hasn't watched one in a few while. It's been a while. See if I can find one. God damn it. Okay, we'll go to this guy's channel. We'll do the prehistoric human one. I have a big fascination with ancient civilization. Is it really civilization? I feel like it's not. Because, you know, they're not really civilized. They're just, you know, ancient humans, I guess. Prehistoric humans.
Hides you've slept under for 2 winters. They're scraped and dried, and they crack along the same lines every time you fold them. They keep you warm because they used to be on an animal that lived through worse weather than this. The fire is supposed to be going. You can feel that it isn't. You sit up. Your son is hot. His forehead is hot. His cough turned wet overnight. The dry kind was bad. The wet kind kills. You've seen 6 children in your band die from the wet kind of cough. He's 4. The math is not on his side. Your wife is already awake. She's known for an hour. Everyone here sleeps in 2 shifts. Wake up around the middle of the night, eat something cold, talk in low voices, mend a toll, and go back to sleep. It's morning now, or close enough to it. The first light is here. You crawl over to the fire pit. Cold ash. The wood
How did you know they were taking turns though? How do we know that?
from yesterday was wet from the rain. Whoever was supposed to feed the fire didn't. Your son needs broth. Broth needs heat. Heat needs wood. Dry wood. Not the wet pile that didn't catch last night. Someone else can get the wood. That's the easy part. But you need to find food for the broth. You don't wait for the rest of the band to wake up. You take your knife. The blade is a piece of flint you spent hours shaping. You take a strip of dried meat and tie it to your hide belt.
Why is he saying it like I'm about to like chop off my arm, man?
You go. The forest is wet from the storm. Every leaf is heavy. The ground sucks at your feet. You cross a stream that's higher than yesterday. The rocks are slick. You step on one that looks flat. It tips. You fall sideways. Your
Ooh.
knee hits a rock with a sharp edge.
Yeah, that's not good.
Feel the cut before you see it. It's deep, down to muscle, maybe down to bone. The stream washes the blood downstream. You watch your blood leave you for a second before you reach for it. You can't go home like this. Your son needs the broth. Your band needs the wood. You've made it half a mile from home and you've got nothing to show. You pull the strip of sinew from your pouch. You wrap it above the cut. You pull it tight. The bleeding slows. You stand up and keep going.
I guess I did
smell
that.
of blood travels. Within a mile of you, every animal that hunts by smell already knows you exist. The wolves, the cave bears, the big cats. Some of them can smell blood from across a river. Some of them can smell fear. You take a path you don't usually take. South. Past the rock that looks like a face. Past the dead tree that fell 2 summers ago. Into the part of the forest your band stays out of. Your band stays out of it because of the cats. You're going into it because of the cats.
I low-key don't like this video.
Thank you to ZocDoc for helping us make this video. Today we're going over the most epic survival stories in history. Poon Lim. It's November 23rd, 1942, and 24-year-old Poon Lim is desperately clinging to a wooden plank in the vast emptiness of the Atlantic Ocean. Just moments earlier, he had been a steward aboard the SS Ben Lomond, a British merchant marine ship on its way to New York. Without warning, 2 massive explosions ripped through the vessel, and Lim was swept overboard. Fighting against the pull of the now sinking ship, he frantically swam toward what he hoped was the surface, his lungs burning for air. When he finally broke through, he looked around only to see the endless ocean stretching in every direction. He was completely alone. As he bobbed in the frigid water, trying to make sense of the nightmare unfolding around him, the German U-boat that had fired the torpedo suddenly surfaced. Its crew climbed onto the deck, and Poon Lim waved frantically, shouting for help. The Germans spotted him and burst into laughter. They mockingly waved back before again disappearing beneath the waves, leaving him to die. After 2 agonizing hours of drifting, Lim spotted a sign of hope. One of the few life rafts the crew of Ben Lomond had managed to launch before the ship went down was floating just a few hundred feet away. He desperately swims toward it and drags himself aboard. In the distance, he sees another raft carrying a handful of other survivors, and they begin waving for him to join them. But with no oars to steer, the raft slowly drifted apart until once again, he was completely alone. Aboard the raft, Lim finds some food, water, and signaling supplies. He began rationing carefully, clinging to hope that rescue would come soon, but days stretched into weeks and his supplies dwindled to nothing. Realizing he would probably run out of food before he was rescued at this rate, Lim made a desperate decision. He would save his last piece of hardtack not to eat, but to use as bait.
That's what I would have started with. I'm out at sea. I have a box of hard biscuits. I'm like breaking off half or like a quarter. I'm breaking off like the corners of the biscuits, and then I'm using them to fish since day one.
From the spring in his flashlight and unraveled hemp rope for a fishing line. Surprisingly, the fish seemed to like the hardtack more than the sailors ever did, but his hook was too small to catch anything substantial. Using a nail he pried from the raft, he made a bigger hook and used the small fish he had been able to catch as bait. As his fresh water supply ran out, he rigged a canvas shelter to catch rainwater to drink. When seagulls began landing on his raft, Lim caught them for food as well. With no way to cook the birds, he butchered them, soaked the meat in seawater, and dried it into jerky under the scorching sun. Though the supplies he found on the raft had completely run out, he was now catching enough food to survive. But then the rain stopped completely, and soon he was left with nothing to drink. Sunburned and delirious with thirst, he watched as sharks began circling his raft. In this moment, Lim comes up with an idea only a man staring at death could come up with. But before we get into that absolute crazy thing...
Before we get into the best part of the video, let's talk about our sponsor, ZocDoc. Brother, I do not care about ZocDoc. They can go fist themselves. Unless they want to sponsor me, then hit me up.
Serious history to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. Using seagull remains as bait, he tries to catch one of the sharks. He gets a bite and he uses all of his strength to pull the giant fish out of the water. Desperate beyond reason, he cuts it open and drinks the blood from its liver. A few days later, a cargo ship appears and Lim shouts to them in English, begging them to save him. But they ignore his request, the crew assuming he was a Japanese sailor. Later, American Navy patrol planes spot him and drop to buoy to mark his location for rescue. But before they could return, a violent storm swept Lim and his raft away into the vast ocean.
Dang.
Months pass, and Poon Lim gives up counting the days he has been lost at sea. Starving and sunburned, he's about to give up. But one morning, while gazing out at the water, he noticed something different. The color of the ocean had changed. He had drifted closer to shore. But where was he? And more crucially, could he survive long enough to be found? Finally, on April 5th, 1943, 4 months after the Ben Lomond's sinking, a Brazilian fishing boat spotted him just 9 miles off the coast of northern Brazil. Using the last of his strength, he stands and shouts for help.
What are we watching? Most epic survival stories in history. This guy was on an American boat, and a German submarine shot his like ship, and he and like a few other people were able to get out, but he is surviving on his own. He like caught a shark and stuff, bro.
Come to his rescue. By this point, Lim had lost 20 pounds and was so weak the fishermen had to lift his emaciated body from the raft into their boat. In a Brazilian hospital, Lim learned he was the sole survivor from his ship. He had survived for 133 days, drifting alone in the Atlantic Ocean. Poon Lim makes a full recovery and is later told that no one had ever survived longer on a raft at sea. He quickly replied, "I hope no one will ever have to break that record." Hugh Glass. It's August 1823.
That is a horrible name. Hugh Glass? It's better than huge ass.
Is traveling along the
At least he didn't get super unlucky.
What is now modern-day South Dakota. This particular expedition was deep into Arikara Indian Territory, which made it particularly dangerous. But soon, Hugh would be fighting for his life against something much more fierce. While scouting ahead of his party for river crossings, Hugh inadvertently stumbles upon a mother grizzly bear with her cubs. The mama bear, on instinct to protect her young, lunges at Hugh and instantly begins to maul him. The bear tears deep gashes on his back and chest,
Jesus Christ,
his ribs, breaks his leg, and slices his throat. The other trappers hear his screams and come running, finding Hugh being literally torn apart. They open fire, finally bringing down the beast. Hugh lies in a pool of his own blood, a mangled wreck that
Oh my
barely
God,
resembles
dude.
a human being. Everyone present knows they're looking at a dead man walking. Or, rather, a dead man that had just been crumpled into a pretzel, I guess. They fashion a makeshift stretcher and drag him along for 2 days, but his weight slows their progress to a crawl through dangerous territory. Expecting Glass to die at any moment, the expedition leader offers $80 for volunteers to stay with him until the end and give him a proper burial. An old trapper named John Fitzgerald and a young man named Jim Bridger step forward, thinking they've just scored the easiest money of their lives. But days pass, and Hugh Glass refuses to die. Fitzgerald and Bridger watch as Hugh drifts in and out of consciousness. Each time they think he's gone, he lets out another painful groan. Poor old Hugh. It won't be long now.
Dude, I wonder how long he survived before they were like, all right, maybe we just like take him, bro. Like, I'm gonna estimate like I think he'd survived there for like a month. Like a month sounds reasonable.
Yep, any minute.
Okay, bro. Dude, I feel like they would have just shot him. Put him out of his misery.
Oh my God, just fucking die already. 5 days pass and Hugh is still not dead. The trappers begin to panic. What if the Indians find them? They'd be sitting ducks. Hugh is obviously not going to make it, and there's no reason for him to take them with him. So in a moment of cold calculation, they decide to take Hugh's rifle, knife, and supplies and abandon him alone in the wilderness.
Wow.
Fitzgerald and Bridger quickly catch up with the main expedition and report that Hugh Glass had passed away. The other men accept this without question. After all, they'd seen what the guy looked like when they left. But against all odds, Hugh Glass did not die. And he finally wakes up only to find himself all alone and stripped of all his weapons and supplies. Enraged that Fitzgerald and Bridger had left him to die, he tries to stand but discovers his shattered leg won't support him and his entire body is covered with deep wounds. With grim determination, he sets his own broken leg and begins an impossible 200-mile journey toward Fort Kiowa.
What? Dude, there's no shot in this manner that he's in. He's crawling 200 miles.
On his belly like a broken animal. Every day he drags himself a few agonizing miles, eating berries, roots, bark, and bugs to survive. Maggots hatch from fly eggs in his festering wounds and begin devouring the rotting flesh on his back. Which is super gross, but actually probably saved his life by preventing a deadlier infection that would have killed him. While any sane man would have surrendered to death, Hugh is driven by one burning obsession: revenge against the men who betrayed him, so he continues to drag himself along the river. But by this point, Hugh was starving. The berries and bugs he had been eating were not enough. He discovers a pack of wolves feasting on a freshly killed buffalo calf. When the wolves leave, he crawls to the carcass and claims it as his own, setting up camp and gorging himself on meat until his leg heals enough for him to limp onwards. Hugh reaches the Missouri River, and there, some friendly Lakota Indians give him a boat which he uses to float downstream. Finally, in October of 1823, Hugh Glass limped into Fort Kiowa. Against all odds, he had survived not only a vicious grizzly bear attack that should have killed him, but also a 6-week, 200-mile journey back through the wilderness.
6 weeks, dude.
Now, for most people, surviving such an ordeal would probably be the end of their life on the frontier. But Hugh Glass couldn't forget the men who had left him to die. He wanted revenge, so as soon as he fully recovered, he bought a new rifle and supplies and set out to hunt down Fitzgerald and Bridger. For months, Hugh tracked through the wilderness, following the trail of the expedition that had written him off as dead, And on New Year's Eve, 1823, he walked into Fort Henry and found his former companions. The trappers stared in absolute terror as they watched a man who they thought was dead walk directly towards them. Once they confirmed he wasn't a ghost that was trying to haunt them, they peppered Hugh with questions, which he answered patiently. Finally, it was his turn to speak, and Hugh just had one question of his own. Where are Fitzgerald and Bridger? Bridger is called, and the young man cannot believe his eyes. Though Hugh intended to kill him, their conversation reveals that Fitzgerald was the one who decided to abandon him. Hugh forgives the young man and sets out to find and kill Fitzgerald. who had since
Jesus
left the
Christ,
party. For the
dude.
next 6 months, Hugh wandered from fort to fort, searching for his betrayer. And finally, in June 1824, Hugh Glass walked into Fort Atkinson and finds Fitzgerald. Hugh draws his gun and walks into the fort, but is stopped by a U.S. Army captain. Hugh demands a face-to-face meeting with Fitzgerald so he can give him what he has coming to him, but his long-awaited revenge was immediately crushed. The captain informed Hugh that Fitzgerald had enlisted in the U.S. Army and was now government property. He would not allow Hugh to harm him. Glass pours
That
out his
sucks,
story
bro.
about how he was abandoned and left for dead by Fitzgerald, and the captain understands how that probably was pretty infuriating. So he tells Hugh to wait a moment. He returns with Hugh's rifle that Fitzgerald had taken and $300. Happy to have his rifle back, but still bummed he couldn't get his revenge, Hugh shouts a warning to Fitzgerald, who remained in hiding. Never leave the army! Because if you do, you'll be dead. Hugh Glass then turns and leaves the fort, returning to life as a fur trapper, which he does for another 10 years until the Arcar finally killed him.
Wow.
Retired. The HMS Endurance.
That's insane, bro. That is insane. That is probably one of the coolest stories I've heard.
It's December 5th, 1914, and Sir Ernest Shackleton is sailing toward Antarctica aboard the HMS Endurance with a crew
Yeah,
of
GG's well
27
played.
men. The early 20th century was the
GG
golden
WP, bro.
age of Antarctic exploration, and Shackleton was one of the greatest heroes of the era. In a previous expedition, he had come within just 97 nautical miles from becoming the first man to reach the South Pole, but he was forced to turn back when he ran out of supplies. Before he could attempt it again, Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen beat him to the prize, which was super frustrating. Now 40 years old, Shackleton knew time was running out on his career as an explorer. If he wanted to secure his place in history, he would need to achieve something even greater than reaching the South Pole. And that was exactly what this expedition aimed to do. Shackleton planned to be the first man to walk across the entire Antarctic continent, passing through
What?
the South Pole. This would probably take an entire Antarctic summer. His team would need to be perfect, but Shackleton was confident they could make history by accomplishing the impossible.
I think what's about to happen is everybody dies and he's the only one.
But as the Endurance
And he,
entered the
like-
Weddell Sea, Shackleton and his crew could see that something was not right. This should have been the peak of the Antarctic summer. Yet due to unusual weather that year, the sea was choked with ice. As the Endurance pushed closer towards the continent, the ice grew thicker and more threatening, and by January, the ship was completely frozen in place.
Oh.
Shackleton's crew tried desperately to chip away the ice and free the Endurance, but it was hopeless. Soon the brief summer season had passed, and without any other option, they were forced to wait until the ice would break during the next spring. For 8 brutal months, the crew survived on the ship, enduring the savage Antarctic winter. Shackleton worked tirelessly to maintain his men's morale, organizing games and sing-alongs, but in his private journal, he confessed his deepest fears about their situation. His only goal now was getting his men back home alive. In September 1915, the ice around the Endurance began to melt. The crew initially celebrated, thinking they were finally free. They had no idea their nightmare was about to become so much worse. As the ice melted, massive chunks began pressing against the ship. As the pressure from the ice sheets grew worse, the damage became so bad that by October 24th, water was pouring into the cabin. Shackleton gave the order to abandon ship, and the crew frantically unloaded supplies onto the ice sheet before watching the Endurance disappear beneath the surface forever. Shackleton hoped the ice sheet would drift them close enough to an island where he had cached supplies, but as the Antarctic summer progressed, the ice literally melted beneath their feet. Food grew scarce, and eventually, the sled dogs were shot to provide meat for the starving crew. Shackleton led desperate marches across the shifting ice floe, trying to reach solid land, but every attempt failed. They had to establish new camps while the ice was rapidly disintegrating beneath them. On the evening of April 8th, the ice sheet the crew was camped on suddenly began to split apart. Shackleton immediately ordered his crew to load the 3 remaining lifeboats from the Endurance and set off as their previous campsite crumbled apart. As they sailed through the night, one boat was lost in the darkness, crushing the spirits of the survivors. Shackleton had initially planned to head for Deception Island, but it proved deceptively difficult to reach. With his crew freezing in -20 Fahrenheit temperatures, he was instead forced to land on the barren wasteland of Elephant Island. As the men from the 2 surviving lifeboats unloaded their meager supplies, they spotted something miraculous on the horizon. The 3rd lifeboat had somehow found them. The
Oh my
crew
God.
reunited in tearful celebration, but reality soon set in. Elephant Island was a frozen hell. No whaling ships visited this desolate rock, and it had virtually no wildlife to sustain them. If they remained here, it would mean a slow, cold death for everyone. These men had trusted Shackleton with their lives, so he decided to risk his own to save them. He ordered his carpenter to repair and modify one of the lifeboats, the James Caird, which he and 5 others would use to attempt an 800-mile journey to South Georgia Island. He selected navigator Frank Worsley to join him, and he would assign him the near impossible job of guiding their tiny boat across some of the most dangerous waters on Earth, using only a map and a sextant. Shackleton packed enough
And a
food
what?
for 4 weeks, assuming that if they hadn't found land by then, they would have overshot their target and would be doomed anyway. The 6-man crew launched from Elephant Island on April 24th, putting their lives entirely in Frank Worsley's hands. For 14 hellish days, the James Caird was battered by 20-foot waves while ice formed on the boat and crew. Worsley navigated from memory and the few precious hours of daylight each morning provided. Finally, on May 8th, South Georgia Island appeared through the mists like a mirage. The tiny boat made landfall 2 days later. Against all odds, Worsley had successfully guided them to their destination. Though they had made it to the island, the 6 men were far from rescued. The James Caird had landed on the south side of the island, while the whaling stations Shackleton desperately needed were on the opposite side. He could either
Oh.
try sailing around the island, risking being blown off course, or attempt something that had never been done. Climbing over
I'm so
the
locked into
glacial
this. Same,
mountains that
dude.
stood
That's why I'm not
between
talking a
him and
lot.
civilization. Shackleton chose Worsley and another sailor to accompany him on his final gamble. With no map to guide them, they set out at 2 a.m. on May 19th, 1916, and began up the mountain. By dawn, they had climbed to 3,000 feet and could see the whaling station in the distance, but they were heartbroken to discover they were traveling in the wrong direction. They had to backtrack and continue through the night in complete darkness. By the next morning, they could make out the whaling station far below, and at 7 a.m., they heard a steam whistle, the first human sound they had heard in 2 years that wasn't their own. On the
2 years? They were doing this for 2 years?
morning of May 20th, 3 skeletal figures with matted hair and wild beards stumbled into the Stromness whaling station. The whalers didn't believe the man claiming to be Ernest Shackleton. He had disappeared 2 years ago and was presumed dead. Only when Shackleton called the station manager he had met prior to the voyage by name did they finally believe him. Shackleton immediately convinced the whalers to help him rescue his men. The very next day, the 3 crew members from the James Caird, who were stranded on the other side of South Georgia, were rescued by a whaling boat guided by Shackleton himself. 3 days later,
Imagine being in this
Shackleton set off on a
situation. Dude,
whaling
this is
ship to rescue
insane.
the rest of his men on Elephant Island. But winter was setting in, and the island was surrounded by an impenetrable ice pack. Shackleton desperately attempted to reach Elephant Island in July, but the ice was still too thick, and an August attempt also failed. 3 months had passed since Shackleton had left his men on that frozen rock, and he begged the Chilean Navy for assistance. They provided him with a steam tug that finally broke through to Elephant Island on August 30th. As the fog lifted around the ship's approach, Shackleton wondered if anyone could still be alive. He had left them in such a horrible place, but soon he was overwhelmed with relief as he saw his men waving at him from the shore. They had survived, every single one of them, and within an hour, they were all aboard the rescue vessel. Against all odds, every member of Shackleton's crew from the HMS Endurance had survived 2 years in the most hostile environment on Earth. When Shackleton planned another Antarctic expedition in 1922, many men from the crew of the Endurance volunteered to join their captain on another adventure. Tragically, just before this new adventure could begin, Shackleton died of a heart attack on South Georgia Island, the very same island where he had risked everything to save his crew just 6 years earlier.
Wow, dude. Wow. That is insane, brother. That is insane. That is probably one of the best, like, story time videos I've watched in a while. That's insane, bro. That is actually crazy. Wow. Well, it has been 2 hours and 9 minutes. I think I'm gonna end stream. So yeah. This is gonna be the end of the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good day. Yeah, because we will have stream. You can just email miss me. I don't care. Response goes as well as we can. Again, see you in the stream, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.